Hello and welcome to the NC podcast. My name is Natasha Collins and I am the founder of NC Real Estate, which includes its members club for landlords and property investors to come and build a profitable property portfolio that completely aligns with their goals. If you haven't gone and had a look at all of the amazing stuff that I've got over on NC Real Estate, head on over to www.ncrealestate.co.uk. You can look at my blog, you can get access to all of the past podcasts, and if you go to ncrealestate.co.uk/flowchart, you can download my free property investment expansion success formula. Just pop in your name and your email. I'll send it straight through to you. Print it off, hang it on your wall so that you know which direction to move in every time you're stuck with property investment. So make sure you've got that. Right, guys, oh my gosh, we're in holiday season. I love it. I'm so excited. Do you know, every single year I'm buying more Christmas decorations because now I'm at the point where I pack them all away really neatly at the end of each year so that I can keep bringing them out. I have a very specific color scheme. I'm not really a red person. I'm more of a blue, silvery person. That's me. So we have a green, silvery, blue theme going on. And with that, I'm like finding all of these little Christmas decorations. I put the Christmas tree up. It's lovely. Side note, we do have a plastic one. I've got animals. They like to pull everything apart. So from that point of view, it's like, okay, we just have something that if it gets damaged, it's not the end of the world. I don't have pine needles and things dropping everywhere from the dog and now the cat taking them all off the tree. So I've been decorating, getting very excited. I did my Christmas cake ages ago. I've been feeding it with cognac and brandy and making sure it looks really lovely. I've got my advent calendar and all I need to do now is buy stockings for the four of us. I didn't tell you guys, did I? A couple of weeks ago, we rescued a new kitten, which I found him in the black bin bags, full black bin bags outside of our building, and I could hear the meowing. It's like a baby screaming, and I was hunting all around thinking someone's cat's got out, might as well return it. And I was pulling open the bin bags and out drops this tiny little kitten, and we tried to grab him and he ran straight under a car and up into the brake shaft, maybe, I don't know what it's called, I don't know the ins and outs of cars. But Chris, whilst I was doing a webinar, very, very sweetly stayed outside and coaxed him out. And we took him down to the vet and the vet said, oh, he is pretty healthy. He's got fleas, which we got rid of. And he's got 6 little toes on each of his front paws. He's a Hemingway cat. And we decided to keep him because, well, they weren't going to do anything nice to him if we couldn't keep him. And we thought, do you know what? He's tiny. He was 8 weeks old when we found him. And his name's Oscar. So if you've not seen him on my Instagram, you need to get onto Instagram at Natasha C. Collins because you can get all the pictures of him in summer and us ready for Christmas. Oh my gosh. So excited. So excited. So I'm going to get 4 little matching stockings for each of us. And you know, I'm just going to go wild for it. So that brings me on to today's subject. Okay, every single year I love going through my favorite blogs and having a look at their Christmas gift guide. 2 of the ones that I have loved this year. Number 1, the Every Girl. Their content's always so beautiful and they give me the best ideas for things to buy for friends and family. And then Tea Time from the Ringer on the podcast, they also did a gift guide taking from the best of the podcast of the blogs that they love. And I really enjoy listening to this stuff. Not all the time. I wouldn't do it every single week, every single month. But around Christmas time, when you're struggling for gifts and trying to buy something for people and figuring out what people need, it can be really frustrating. And I like to get individual gifts. I like to send people things which are really reflective of them, what they enjoy doing, what's necessary for them. Because we all hate getting things and just shoving it in the corner and never using it. I want to buy useful gifts which will really help someone. And then I thought, Natasha Collins, you can put together your own gift guide for property investors. And I have made this based upon all of the things that I use all of the time. So I thought, why not? Let me put together my top 10, because it is a lot of fun for me to do this, because I'm looking back through at things in my cupboards. What do I use all the time? What don't I use? What should I just never recommend someone buy? But what also do I absolutely love having? So I've put together 10 gifts of the property investor in your life. Or, I mean, if you want to buy it for yourself, that's absolutely fine too. Or give this list to a member of your family or a friend and say, hey, this is pretty cool. And then I've also put together some gifts for your tenants as well, because if you're at this time of the year, like me, I do send my tenants gifts. I also send my contractors gifts, my cleaners gifts. Everybody's getting something. So I make sure that everybody's well looked after. So I'm going to do 10 gifts for the property investor in your life, and then 5 gifts for your tenant, contractor, cleaners, whoever you want to send them to. So gift number 1 for property investors is a personalized hard hat. I think this is so cool, because whenever you go out on site, if the contractor on site gives you a hard hat, usually it's just the real boring plain one. You don't know whose head it's been on. You don't actually know where it's been, whether it's clean or not. So if you've got one that you can just keep in the boot of your car, then perfect. And coolhardhats.co.uk have that, and you can personalize them. And they only cost roughly £20. So how much of a cool gift is that? And you've got like a 3 to 5 day lead time on it. So put whatever you want on it. You know, get them to put interesting designs on it, favorite football teams, I don't know, anything that's meaningful for the property investor in your life, or just their name on the front, something on the back, in what color you want it to be in. I think that's a pretty fun gift. Secondly, steel toe cap boots. Hands up. Okay, well, virtual hands up if you don't like the idea of steel toe cap boots, because they seem ugly, they seem like they're not something you would wear, they seem just plain boring. I always thought that too, until I got a pair a couple of years ago, and I want to recommend buying these for either yourself, because they last so long. They are good not only for a building site, not only for climbing scaffold, not only for walking around in puddles or leaks or whatever you're going in. I wear them to walk the dog. I wear them whenever I'm going on a ski holiday. I wear them if it's snowing outside. I wear them if it's icy. Basically all the time. So they are the Timberland Chamonix Valley pull-on boots, and you can get them in women's sizes and you can get them in men's sizes, and I have them in the taupe colour, so they're quite a nice browny colour. They are £140 from Timberlands. They are in the sale. At the time of looking, they were in the sale for 40% off. I'm going to give you the full £140 price, but my gosh, if you can get them for £84, fabulous. Such a good gift, will last you forever, and Summer Dog tried chewing through them and didn't get anywhere. So from that point of view, you get the complete thumbs up from me. They look cool. You can chuck your jeans into them. Or if you've got your ski pants on, put your ski pants over the top of them. So that for me is a really good gift. They're long wearing, going to last you for a while. And they are fleece lined inside. Oh, I love it. I put them on and I am like walking on sheep. Love it. So this is a really good present. Number 3 is a power drill. When I bought myself a power drill, I felt unstoppable. I was hanging shelves left, right and centre. But what a good present, because they're actually really easy to use and they give you the freedom to do your own DIY. Now, I don't necessarily go around to my property portfolio and like hanging a shelf everywhere or hanging pictures or mirrors. I mean, I can if I want to because I've got a power drill, but it's just a real useful tool to have. And again, if it's something that you can have in the back of your car or just in your bag that you pick up on the go. And as a property investor, if you're at a property doing an inspection and you can do something yourself, so much easier. So the one that I have is the Galax Pro 20 volt cordless drill driver. Now I bought mine in pink, but you don't have to have it in pink. There's a nice black color, there's a blue color. It's $42.99, and that one's on Amazon. And that's where I got mine from. Came within a day. Really cool. I keep just topping up the bag as well with hooks and nails. I like doing these things myself. Once I've figured out how to do it, there is a mirror in my house, which if you go behind it, then you'll see all my different holes that I shouldn't have drilled. But so useful, such a cool present, easy to use, fab. Next up, I have a clipboard with storage box. So basically the clipboard's on top and you can open it up and all of your pieces of paper inside. I love my clipboard because I like to write. And if you're like me and you go out with floor plans, so you print off floor plans, you draw all over them when you're outside. My members club members know that I tell you to do this all the time. You can then take off the piece of paper that you're done with, put it inside the box inside and think, yeah, actually, it's safe. It's not getting wet. It's not being blown away by the wind. Fantastic. So if that's you and you lose things, that is something that I would really, really recommend buying. Again, that's on Amazon. And it's $16.99, but it's so hard wearing, and you can clip your pens and pencils into it. I just love stuff like that. Usable things that I can take out with me that look good as well. Which then brings me on to the next thing that a property investor likes. And again, I don't know if this is more of a practical thing than a nice present, but if I got it as a present, I really wouldn't mind, but maybe it's because of the geeky surveyor inside of me. And this is a disto. It's a Licker Disto D1, and it's $86.99 plus VAT. So it's the cheapest that I've seen a disto for. For any of you surveyors that are listening and you're like, don't ever drop my disto, it cost me like £600, they are getting so much cheaper. And it's far easier having a disto in your bag than it is a tape measure. How many times does a tape measure, you put out the tape measure and then all of a sudden it's like snap back on you, or you can't, it doesn't stand up tall straight enough, or you know the issues that you have with tape measures. Well, if you've just got your disto and it's charged up with battery power in your bag, amazing. It's the sort of thing that I absolutely love. Small gadgets that make my job as an investor so much easier. So that's a really good, handy little gift. Accessible for everybody, easy to use. It's literally, you just point, click. There you go. You have got the measurement of your room. Fantastic. Next up is something again, which this is like a stocking filler, I think. And if I got these in my stocking, Chris cans, I would be really, really, really happy. So it's an aluminium carabiner screw lock D-ring. Do you know what I mean by a carabiner where you can clip your keys on it? It's almost like being a jailer. But when you're out and about and you're looking at different investments, or you're going out to inspect your property and you've got all these keys, I like to have them separated onto different key rings, and having separate carabiners which clip onto a bigger carabiner. Honestly, it's life-saving. And it's £7.90, again from Amazon. And just so easy to use. And also because they've got the thumb screws, so that even if you accidentally hit it and you press on the lever, it doesn't come off, you don't lose your keys. Put it through your belt loop, or put it on your bag handle, wherever you're not going to lose it. Great. It means that you've always got your keys on you whenever you're going out to have a look at properties, and it means that they also don't get muddled up, which I hate it when a contractor comes back to you with multiple keys, chucks them at you, and you're like, hold up, I sorted those out, and now you've taken them all off of these beautifully arranged key rings, chuck them back at me. Now I'm going to have to go back out and figure out what door they fit in. So you don't do that anymore. You just have your little carabiner system. amazing. So that's a really good stocking filler.